There we are. Good evening, team. I'm not sure, right? Just to put it out there, I'm not sure I scheduled this live stream or not. I think I only put this out there. I don't even think I put it out there. I think I just made a cock up in the back end. So I'm not sure if anybody's actually going to tune in tonight. And oh, hello. I'm not really sure what's going on. So we'll have to see what happens. But it's my mistake tonight. I made a bit of a boo boo in not scheduling this live stream. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm just checking because I was just doing this before I came on, and it's really weird because we use. By the way, if you're new around here, this is their Monday Light Show. But how it works, we have like this streaming software thing, and while I was on holiday, it's like totally changed everything how it was all working and stuff. So I don't think anything was like sort of pre-recorded, nothing not pre-recorded, like pre-posted or anything like that. So nothing went out to tell everybody that I was on coming on, and it's basically because they changed all the software. I know, Ian. It's because basically I I I didn't schedule it. I made a total cock up, but I found a way to stream. So on like Friday's show will be coming out. So like it's scheduled. If you go into Friday's show on the YouTube channel, by the way, it's totally boring for anybody listening to on the podcast. So I apologize. We will get on to talking about some stuff in a minute. So yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, apologies. Bank holiday Monday. It's my own fault. It's most my own fault. It's my own fault for going away. And they changed everything. So anyway, this show is bank holiday special. I don't know how anybody's going to turn up, and if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But whoever turns up, get in the comments. Tell me if there's any shoes that you're looking to get in September. So I'm trying to charge my phone. If you are waiting for a specific shoe, or you're looking to change your shoes, because I know they're like racing season, if we call it that, kind of starts this upcoming weekend. We've got the big half in London. I know there's races all over the country starting this week, upcoming weekend. So it's going to be kind of cool to get things going. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But there was a lot of new shoes coming. So let me know in the comments as we go through tonight. Again, we'll see how we get on. But if you've got any questions or not shoe related, you can stick them in there as well. But are there any specific shoes you're waiting for? Now, this week on the channel, just to give you a bit of an insight, tomorrow we've got an embargoed shoe that comes out. That comes out video midnight tonight. I think I've got the embargo date wrong. Right, wrong. I'm not. Whenever they send it through, they go, and the embargo is boom, and they put a date, right? So the 27th of August. Now, I always wonder, is that embargo the date that you should publish, or should you wait for that date to pass? So, but anyway, I'm going for it. The video drops tomorrow. And then there is actually two parts to that video. The second one, once you watch that video, you realize there's a second one coming. So I'm doing a race on Wednesday. So anyway, that's that. We've also got a Pegasus Plus versus Pegasus 41 video on, I think that's Thursday. So yes, so we've got a bit of everything this week, and then more and more vids coming out. In terms of, we've got like, so I've just put a literally 3 seconds list together of shoes that are coming out that I know of in. Now, hang on, let me be careful with this. That I will have on the channel in September. Probably a better way of putting it. Well, no, actually, it's the worst way of putting it. Let's say it's a mixture of both. I'll go for each, but and just evening, everybody. Just get in the comments and ask questions, chat away, and we'll go through in a minute. But first up, Brooks Glittering Max is coming. Now, I don't know whether that's on sale. I don't know whether any of these are on sale in September. Well, I know some of them are, but in terms of when I'm getting my hands, because I've got like a launch event thing coming for the Glittering Max. The New Balance 1080 version 14 is an under embargo, but that lifts in September. For anybody who's asking, I do have it. The Asics Glide Ride Max goes on sale. The Tempest 2 goes on sale. With regards to the Glide Ride Max, I don't know whether that's on sale in the UK in September. I know in the US it goes in September. I was told 1st of October for UK, but I know in the US they're getting it September. Hoka Mac X2, I think, comes on sale in September. We know the Adidas Pro 4 will get a drop at the Berlin Marathon, so technically that's on sale. Now, here's one, and I'm not 100% sure on this, okay? But I have seen her, Nike Zoom Fly 6 September. I'm not a million percent, actually, I'm about 50-50 on that one, but that's another shoe that potentially could be coming. So, are there any others? And also, and maybe we'll do a poll about this. Are there any shoes out of those or coming up? I say we'll have all those, to be honest. But is there anything else that you want reviewed on the channel? Let me know. Okay. Now there are obviously other shoes, embargoes and things like that are in place. So got to be a bit clever about these sort of things. It's great. If the camera was facing that way, you'd see 3 pairs of shoes. We ain't doing that. I'm not getting told off tonight. So yeah, so that's it. So let me know. Is there any other shoes that you're sort of want us reviewed, or are there other shoes you're you're looking yourself to get because it's like race season and all that sort of stuff coming your way? So there we go. Right. So I'm just gonna say good evening, everybody. Let me know if you've been out for a run as well today. I'd be very, very interested to know. So hi, just say hi. Well, thank you, Gary. And yeah, so long story short, I hadn't scheduled it. Panic's over. I'm here, but I made it very hard for you all tonight. But I kind of like this. Look, from Mike, secret club tonight. Kind of like that. Maybe we should do it. You can be a member of the YouTube channel. I know Ginger Runner does that. They have basically they do a live stream with just their members. So maybe we could do that. I don't know. You can be a member. It's basically just support the channel. You did post about tonight. There we go. So I did, but I think that was just on Instagram. But anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Bitesize popped up in the top right of my computer, so I clicked it. There we go. So that's the other reason. If you're subscribed, I think you get and it got the bell notification. You get that. The More 5. Are you interested in me reviewing them? I wasn't really going to put a video out on them, to be honest, but interested to know if you want me to. Good question here from Paul Evening. Have you got hold of the Asics Glide Ride Max yet? So just on that, I think I said it last week, actually, Paul, just in case you missed that. So Asics or their agency have said that they are not prioritizing or pushing the Glide Ride Max in the UK. After speaking to a retailer, it makes sense why they're not. So okay, that's decisions to be made. They will go on sale. It's just you won't see it all like sprayed all over your Instagram and stuff like that. So I will. That means also that I won't be getting a sample pair from Asics. I will get a pair, most likely from Start Fitness. So that's how we'll get hold of the Glide Ride Max. So I won't get it like now. I've got to wait for it to come into them, so then they can get it out to me. That's how that will work. But yeah, so I will get them. As you know, I've always been a fan of the Glide Ride Max, and we will get them reviewed on the channel. But it's all dependent on when they come into the retail side of things. There is another retailer, well, there's actually 3, but I might try some of the others actually. But no, to be honest with you, Start Fitness guys usually get them first anyway, so we'll probably wait for that. Any update on Skechers Speed Beast kind of thing? Yeah, it's called the something else. Skechers are new shoes. Should be. I'm speaking probably a little bit out of turn. I will know more in the next month or so in terms of dates, what's coming, and that kind of thing. But I have seen on the internet, let's call it, that the new shoes are meant to be very good. So let's see. 1080-14. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything on that because I'm under embargo, basically. Matt, like you. Oh, it's Matt Nash. Matt Nash, question of the day. Matt Nash, question of the day. You've all been warned. Matt Nash is in the house. So, like you, I'm a massive glide ride lover, but can you make a case for having the Glide Ride Max as part of your marathon training rotation if you already own the Super Blast 2? Okay, right. So, let's do one thing first, Matt. Let's find out how much the ASICS Glide Ride Max is going to be. It's going to be $170. It's on the ASICS US website at $170 at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of the sort of light coloured paisley and green colorway. There is a black and gold colorway of the Glide Ride Max, which I think looks nice. It's called Black and Oatmeal. So that's $170. How much is the Nova Blast? The Nova Blast you can get for under 100 quid. No, about 100 quid at the moment. I think it's a tough ask, personally. I think the sort of the Max Stack shoes are a funny one because they're sort of blended now into these middle ground, right? So you've got like Mag Max V5, and then you've got like Triumph 22, Glide Ride Max, Glycerine Max. You've got those sort of shoes, haven't you? Nimbus 26. Where there's sort of those more cushy, bigger daily trainers, right? And I'm not sure whether if you're marathon training or even half marathon training, but more, let's say more marathon training, because I think the Super Blast, as you all know, really excels in those as a as a shoe that does all those longer miles, right? But I don't know whether you need a Triumph 22, a Glide Ride Max in there if you've got Super Blast 2, let's say a Hyperion Max 2, yeah, or like a Speed 4, and then you've got maybe some like your race day shoe. Just talk on a 3-shoe rotation. I'm not sure you need it, to be honest. I just can't see if and that's based on if you've got Super Blast 2 or an equivalent. So your sort of long run marathon training shoe, the one that eats the miles. I'm really enjoying the SC Elite SC trainer, by the way, as well, just on the marathon training side of things. But yeah, so it's like yeah, I'm not sure whether it's almost like, and I'm interested in the Glide Ride Max because I'm interested in that foam. But it's like, are we sort of really diluting down now? Are we sort of? I don't know. I just, it's good that there's shoes for everybody. Yeah, but if you want a cheaper Super Blast, go and get the Nova Blast, because the Nova Blast, I'm not saying it's the same, but it's not a million miles away. Do you know what I mean? But I just think Glide Ride Max, you know, Ghost Max from Brooks, Glycerine Max is coming. Yeah, don't know. I'm interested. I'm really interested in the Glycerine Max. That's one I'm really looking forward to, mainly because it looks nothing like a Brooks shoe. I think that's going to be a turning point for them. Like with the Ghost Max, you don't need the Ghost anymore. You just buy the Ghost Max. I'm wondering, because they sell gazillions of the Glycerine and the Ghost. I'm wondering if that's now going to be the shoe to buy instead of the Glycerine. But great question. Okay, moving on. I'm still not sure what shoe for Chester. I'm not sure what show. What options have we got, Mick? Or Mike? Sorry, Mike. He's not sure on his marathon shoe. So give him some suggestions. And Mike, what are you looking at? I keep muting it because I'm burping after my lemon and ginger tea because I'm an athlete. Alf, evening all, listening in from Venice, San Marco Airport. Wow, thinking of getting the Noosa Tri or or a pair of Carbon Vanish for upcoming GNR in York. Yeah, I think we said it last week, didn't we? Andy Forrester Dean's done a video on the Tri Noosa or Noosa Tri. Check that out. Not got them. Can't comment. Ian, evening, Chris. Looking forward to a bit of a bit of a marathon shoe for a winter block. I used the Boston 12 last year and really got on well with it. Is there version 13? Version 13 is coming. We was debating this, was it last week, when I was saying I'm not sure whether they'll sneak that in before the end of the year. I'll find out on the Boston 13. I should know next time I have a call with a certain individual. I'll be able to get some information on that. But I'll be interested to know. I thought they were going to sneak it in, but they might hold it off for that January. But because of the Pro 4s coming supposedly January, but they might pull that forward. Adidas is a bit of a moving target at the moment. But I would be interested to know exactly when the 13 is coming and how much of a change it's going to be. Yeah, so let's wait and see on that one. I don't know anything about changes on it. I'm, not privy to that information at the moment, but I will try and find out. Dennis, Chris, had the Speed 3 coming to the end of my Boston 12s. I want to try something different. So you've had the Speed 3 and the Boston 12s, if I understand that right. And you were looking for something different. I can't recommend the Brooks Hyperion Max 2 enough. I think it's a phenomenal pair. As you all know, I've got 2 pairs of them. It's just a brilliant shoe. It's just, and it's got nothing to do with me and Brooks. It's just a very, very good shoe. Anybody who's had them, I've not seen anything bad written about the Hyperion Max 2. It's just a great shoe. Really is. It's just phenomenal. So I would, and because the Boston 12 is quite firm as well, I think you'll get on well with it, to be honest. It's a different feel to the endorphin shoes, but you might not like that. So I would definitely check that out. Definitely. The GTS 2000 is out. Could you review that too, if possible? Oh, so more V5, did I say, Charles? Did you say? And the GTS 2013. Yeah, we'll get that. The mild stability shoe from Asics. Again, the clown shoes. Okay, just got the Hyperion Max 2. Think it's there we go. Right, so Chris Cummings straight in there, backing me up. Just got the Hyperion Max 2. Think it's the best fitting shoe I've ever tried. Tried those in the Endorphin Speed 4 at Start Fitness today, and the Brooks felt so much comfortable for me. There we go. Okay, so literally, I hadn't read Chris's comments, and he's just backed me up. Thank you for backing me up, Chris. Yeah, that's amazing. It's pretty awesome. So again, just hi to everybody who's joining us later in the stream. It's my fault. I didn't schedule it to come out today. So apologies if you've missed the start. That's my bad. I'll make sure I do a better job of that for next week. But we are here, unless I pretty much say on the community tab, I'm pretty much here every Monday. But if you've got a shoe question, a coaching question, or whatever it is, just get it in the comments and we'll go from there. So, yeah, Hyperion Max 2. Vote of confidence for that. Pablo, how many shoes are New Balance releasing this year? I know they've done a few, but to be fair, other than the Balos, which was massive disappointment, I would say they've not really brought us anything. This is going to sound wrong, but new, that they've just updated. They've done significant updates as well to their shoes. Thinking Propel, Rebel, SC lineup. It's pretty much there, isn't it? So I think they've done well with their shoes, other than the Balos, which is, to say, a bit of a disappointment. But the Rebels, great shoe. Love the SC trainer. The biggest problem that New Balance have, someone sitting here in the UK, is just the price. I think the price of their shoes is just so ridiculous. I just wish they were cheaper, because then more people could afford them, and they could, because the SC trainer, great shoe, but it's £230. It's like, what? You know what I mean? For a training shoe that you're basically gonna, like, mine are ruined already. I've got the white ones, they're just ruined already. Carbon plate, they only all scraped up underneath it and that. Like, yeah, I know they're meant to be used, but it's like 230 quid if you've got to buy it. It's a real shame. Even when the It's not there. When the New Balance 1080 version 14 comes out, that's going to be a load of cash as well. So I don't know. I just wish they were cheaper because then more people would try 'em. So there we go. 40. Is the Fast R2 worth the money over the R1? No, I think because you can get the R1 so cheap. If you're looking there, obviously foam's been upgraded, whatnot, and the plate set up and stuff like that. But I think the R1 is a real bargain at the moment, to be honest. Have you tried the Fuji yet? That's the carbon plated trail shoe. Yep. Yeah. Don't worry, Charlie, it's coming. Has there been any news on the Nike Structure 26 or the Invincible? I'm not. I'm not seeing it. I'm not really in with Nike or anything like that. So I'm the last person really to see it. Only what people tell me or send me and stuff like that. So I don't have any information on those. The Invincible 3 was a disaster. As you say, the upper was poor on it, Charles. It really was a shockingly bad shoe. Anybody use Hurricane 24? Yeah, we're going to do a follow-up video on that because I think that's a great shout. Speedgoat's got a pair of them. I put Speedgoat in the Hurricane 24. It's a fantastic shoe, smooth. If you're a bigger runner, I think it works. Herm runs again. Watch back the video on the podcast episode we did. It's a great shoe if you're slightly bigger. I think it's one of those shoes that will work for a lot of people. So Speedgoat's in them at the moment. He switched out his Skechers Max Road 6s for them because obviously Skechers haven't updated the Max Road. So he's in the Hurricane 24 and I believe he's loving life, but I think he's loving life because he's my mate. But yeah, Hurricane 24, we're going to be follow-up video will be coming soon. I'm going to be, once we've got effectively, we've got one more video that I filmed before I went away, which is an on-running shoe. And the New Balance shoe. Actually, that New Balance shoe's still not out. But effectively, I'm then going to be doing a series of catch-up videos on a lot of the shoes. So that's basically where my mileage is. I'm quite lucky at the moment because my mileage is like 50 mile weeks at the moment, 45 to 50 mile weeks. I'm able to get a lot of shoes out there, including the ones that we've been sent in. But so I'm trying to get those videos done. So a bit of a catch up, bit of a comeback on some of the shoes. And the Hurricane 24 is one of them. Robert, is it just me or all daily trainers getting very good? There is not much difference between them all. The difference is so minimal, it kind of makes them all. Yeah, Robert, I mentioned this. Might have even been a year ago. But I was saying that basically daily trainers, they're all just the same. Right. And that's not a bad thing. They're all very good. Right. They're just all the same, but they're all very good. Nothing is sort of, standing out. That's the reference I made with the Pegasus Plus. Is like, yeah, it's a great shoe. It's a fun shoe. It's phenomenal. It's brilliant. But it's nothing that's groundbreaking. It's nothing that sort of sets it really apart from the others. From your Hoka Max 6s of this world and things like that. And as you say, they sort of all blend into the same thing, the daily trainers at the moment. What I would say, and we've done a video on this, is scheduled to come out at some point, is if you look back at, where we've come from, we're now getting some of the more super foams into those daily trainers. That technology is filtering down. The uppers are better. There's more choice. More people are catered for, widths, body sizes and all that sort of stuff. Better outsoles, better uppers. So it has been an improvement, but I know what you mean. They have sort of blended into sort of the sameness. There's not much difference between a Ride 17 and a Cumulus 26. It depends on the fit, I would say. But yeah, I'm with you. What shoes, Matteo? Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Matteo, what do you recommend for walking and wearing all day? I've done a video on this. Have a look. It's called, I can tell you what it is. We did a video about this, walking shoes. because it's one of the questions that I get asked, like you, all the time. Where was it? This is when I came back from injury. It's called Best Running Shoes for Walking. I don't know whether I can put a link. Oh, hang on. Stay there, Matty, yeah? Well, you might hear the video playing in the background. So, yeah, there you go. But if I copy this link, I love the fact that I'm doing this live on air. Reply. Paste. I don't know whether this is going to work. This is the first time I've ever done it. But based on not being able to schedule anything today, try that. Look at that. What a hero I am for making that work. Okay, there we go. Go and watch that after this. Okay, Mike's come back. Previous shoes have been. So he was asking about a race day shoe for the marathon. So previous shoes have been the Puma Deviate Nitro 2, Saucony Speed 3, but seem not to be getting on with Saucony right now. Marathon shoes have been a bit. I mean, there's sort of super trainers that you've gone for there. So if you're more of a super trainer person, Hyperion Max 2, give that a go. I mean, the Speed 4 from Saucony is like the Swiss Army knife of running shoes. It'll do everything for you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's the sort of thing that you could literally do everything in. So, but Saucony aren't working for you. Try the Hyperion Max 2. If you're into super trainers, well, it looks like you are. I would stay away from the Deviate Nitro 3 if you've got a slightly wide foot. Mike, another different Mike. I'm planning to run the Yorkshire Marathon. I'll see you there. In the Saucony Pro 3, should I do a long run in them before run? Yes, I would. I would definitely do a long run in them. I would do your last sort of. I don't know where you are as a runner, training and all that sort of stuff. But if you're like me, I like to do my last long run with a really good slug of goal pace in there, and I will put my race day shoe into that. So give that a go, and let us know how you got on. Are there sidewalls on the Hyperion Max 2? Yep, slightly. They've got those like sort of triangular bits running down them. Hi, Philip. Oh, okay. Here we go. Philip's got a question. If you could piece together a running shoe, upper lacing, blah, 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 what would it look like? Oh, really good question. Matt Nash, if you're still listening, check that question out. Okay. If I could piece together a running shoe, so the upper would be from a Saucony or maybe one of the Brooks Hyperion shoes. But let's go for Saucony. I really like the upper on the Speed 4. Lacing would come from the Brooks Hyperion shoes, because the new ones, because it's just brilliant. The midsole would probably be Flight Foam Turbo Plus. Outsole would probably be Puma Grip. Geometry, I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go Glide Ride. Gusseted tongue, pull tab on the back. I would say it needs to weigh 8.5, 9 ounces. Be kind of nice. Relatively wide fitting, nice stable platform. And look absolutely banging. Like in a, I was going to say blue pink colorway, but basically it looked like the Hyperion Max 2, the blue pink colorway, because I just think that looks stunning, that shoe. Or the Mag Max, the black and white Mag Max, look brilliant. So there you go. Do you get that? You like that? Let me know. Okay, here we go. Chris, you're welcome. Looking forward to seeing you in Newcastle. Yep, see you at the Shakeout Run. Chris, that's sold out, by the way, if anybody else wants to come to that. It's too many people coming. Everyone's having a breakdown about it. Is the Shakeout Run for Berlin announced yet? Nope. Keep an eye out on your socials. Coming soon. Would the Brooks, this is from Lewis, would the Brooks Hyperion 2 make a good daily trainer? For me, no. It's an up tempo daily trainer, a real old school one. It's a boring answer. It's very much dependent on you as a runner. I think if you like that sort of more traditional, older feeling, low slung, firmer, quicker turnover almost daily trainer, yeah, then the Hyperion 2 is good. I think it's great for treadmill running. I think it's great for sort of faster 5Ks and stuff like that in your training, some of those speedier sessions. But is it a good daily training? Can you just do some easy miles on it? I think it'd be a bit firm. So, yeah. But again, it's a great shoe. But the SL2 from Adidas, I think, just pips it. Mainly because of cost. Paul got 12K done, shocks broke and taped up like Jack Duckworth's glasses. Are the Brooks Hyperion similar to the Speed 2? Can't get on. No, the Hyperion Max 2 is not like the Speed shoes from Saucony. They don't have the speed roll technology in them. They've got some other wizardry in there. But more importantly, the foam is a sort of denser, heavier, firmer feeling shoe. Although it's still, weight-wise, it's fine. But I'm talking about the sort of feel of the foam. And the plate is not as some of the TPU plates is definitely not as aggressive. It's just there. It's just tuned the right way. The geometry of the shoe with the toe spring just works, but it's not like a roll through like you get with the Speed shoe, with the foam and the plate and the speed roll. It's a different feeling shoe. It's more similar to the Boston 12 in terms of feeling, but it just works for me. That's just my own personal opinion. The slightly firmer foam, that I don't know, that less aggressiveness of it. Don't get me wrong, don't mind sometimes, but I just think it really works well, and the toe box in there just fits my foot shape perfectly, and all that kind of stuff. So I can't recommend them enough. I think it's a brilliant shoe. Oh, hang on, I missed that. Cocked that up like all the other stuff. Hi, Chris. Here we go. Evening, Jane. Sorry, I missed that. Ben, what's the difference between running a carbon plated shoes? I've run in the Endorphin 3, Speed 3, and wonder if it's any better. Also, they work for slower and older runners. Carbon plate. So the Speed 3 doesn't have a carbon plate. It's got, as far as I'm aware, TPU plate in it. Might be wrong, but I believe so. And the difference in running in a plate, I mean, all the science is out there in terms of the benefits of it and what it does for you. I like to train in non-plated shoes. I like to put a plate into play if I'm doing long runs that have a real dedicated amount of target pace in them. Otherwise, I won't. I'll go like Super Blast 2. I like doing speedier sessions in slightly faster feeling shoes, but they don't necessarily have to have a plate. An SL2, Rebel 4, Hyperion 2. There's shoes that I like to do speedier sessions in my week of mileage and save the sort of plates for race day. They will work for older people. They will work for slower people. But obviously the elite shoes, so your Metaspeed Skies and Edges, they are designed for elite runners. Yeah. But you will still see some sort of benefit of it. Does that make any sense? But don't look, age is just a number, right? And don't worry about your speed. Just find a shoe. I think just find a shoe personally that gives you confidence. Yeah, and that you enjoy running in. If that happens to have a plate in it, that's awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Alf, yeah, all the trains are cocked up. I've got no idea, Alf. All the trains, if you're traveling up to York, Newcastle, all that, LNER stuffed us all. And yeah, there we go. Max always Max back fighting talk. You've changed your midsole and outsole answer. Ah, did I? There we go, Matt. Can't remember what I said last time. You're a hero. Mike, good shout for the SL2 to 17 miles Saturday and then a half marathon with them. Nothing hurts today. The phone just gets better. Yeah, so the Adidas Adizero SL2. Big shout out for that shoe. Pick up at start finish. Used to go 40 runs. You're welcome. Jane's doing a plug for the channel. Yeah, don't forget, we're trying to get to 22 million subscribers, people. I don't know how we're going to do it, but everyone needs to subscribe. So if you're listening to this as a pod, make sure you come onto the YouTube channel and subscribe. Voting for the British Podcast Award closed on the 29th. Oh, that's very kind of you. We really appreciate it, Jane. We won't win, but I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you very much for the nice words. Thank you very much. Philip, which shoe is faster? Super Blast 1, Saucony Pro 4, Hyperion 2, Hyperion Max 2, Hoka Max 6. The Saucony Pro 4 for me is the fastest of those shoes. You've got to remember that it's got PB foam in it, HG foam in it, full length carbon plate in it. Hyperion 2 doesn't have a carbon plate. Yes, it has a super foam in it. Super Blast has Flight Foam Turbo, but not Turbo Plus. Hyperion Max 2 has the DNA foam in it, but it only has a TPU plate. So, and the Hoka Max 6 just has I think it's the supercritical EVA. So the Saucony Pro 4 is the only shoe with a full-length carbon plate and 2 foams in it. Robert, what would you choose for a new interval speed workout shoe? Puma Fast R at 140 quid, Puma Deviated Nitro 3 at 160, or Hyperion Max 2 at 165? I wouldn't choose any of them. If it's an interval speed shoe, you want lightness, you want turnover, and you want speed. Deviate Nitro 3 is more of a heavier daily trainer, super trainer focus shoe. There's a lot of grip on the bottom of that you don't need. Hyperion Max 2 is a lot of shoe. I think that's they're two generalist sort of super trainers you've got there. The Fast R is interesting at £140. Personally, I would save your money, go and buy the SL2, the Adizero SL2 at £110 and use the code 40 runs at Start Fitness. You're welcome. Rob, hi Chris, newish runner. I have the Boston 12s, which I'm doing everything in. That's awesome. Any advice on what other trainers I should be getting to have my first ever rotation? So your Boston 12 sits in the middle. Your Boston 12 is your super trainer that can do a bit of everything, which is great. I would say you could either go race day shoe. So maybe you're doing, your half marathon, your 10Ks, you want a race day shoe. Okay. And then maybe you want either, and there's two ways to go here. You can either go for a speedier shoe, like I just mentioned, the SL2 for those faster workouts, treadmill running, intervals, hill repeats, all that sort of stuff that you should be doing. Wear it to the gym, do your strength sessions in. Or you go something that's like a Brooks Ghost 2, Ghost Max 2, or Glycerin Max, something that's like a recovery easy shoe. We want you working, building that aerobic base. We want you doing that nice gentle work. You don't necessarily need to be in the Boston 12s to do that. So even a good daily trainer, Nova Blast 4 or something like that could do the job. But yeah, I'd go either one way or the other. So you've got race day, you've got your Boston 12s, but race day or like a recovery easy shoe. Yeah, one of those sort of ones. Or you go like a full nuts sort of fast workout shoe. That's where I would go. Thanks to everybody who's joining us live tonight on this bank holiday special that I didn't schedule and tell anyone about. Heroes. No, hi 40. How much do looks affect your opinion of a shoe? A lot. Especially colorways. Has there been a shoe that was great but just didn't like because it was damn ugly? Or an ugly shoe you end up liking because it was it's just because it was good. There is the shoe that comes out tomorrow is in my view is pig ugly, but it's brilliant because it's completely bonkers. I think that's quite good. The Fast R was an ugly shoe that I liked from Puma. I wore that at the Great North Run in a race, and that was a shoe that I liked. I enjoyed running in that, and that was pig ugly. My other shoes, I think some of the sort of I don't know, some of the older the older Brooks like the Glycerine, not the one before this one, which is when they started really to come about was better, a better shoe than it looked. The Mizuno Wave Riders, the Wave Inspires, the stability shoes from Mizuno. I remember doing a training block in one of them, and it was a pig ugly shoe, and nothing about it at all. Looked like something from like the really old Brooks stuff, but it was brilliant. The shoe was absolutely phenomenal in terms of wear and tear and stability and all that sort of stuff. But it just looked awful. So there's a couple of examples. But I personally think a shoe needs to look great. You need to look good, smell good, taste good. Okay? I'll put that out there. We should put that on a t-shirt. Gary says smash the like button. Yeah, smash it. How do you find running in non-stability based shoes after your gait analysis? Has it made a difference, or have you carried on as before? I'll be honest with you, I carried on as before. I was conscious when I came back from my calf tear to be in slightly higher drop shoes. I had a pair of ultra shoes that were sent to me, and I never reviewed them because I stayed away from low drop shoes. Watch the video in terms of a higher drop support in the calf. I think in terms of the stability side of things, I've well documented that I need some stability on my left-hand side versus my right-hand side. But that changes depending on how tired I am, how fatigued I am, and all that sort of stuff. I still, once a week, hang on. Sorry, I'm fixing the mic. Once a week, maybe a little bit more. I will sometimes drag out the stability shoe, mild stability shoe with choice, whatever we're testing or whatever. Because of that, if I'm feeling it. But in terms of has it made any difference? No, I think the gait analysis, the biggest thing for my gait analysis, it gave me a better understanding of where I'm at in terms of my gait. It's probably a better way of doing it. Good question, by the way. Abraham, hi, Fordy. Just want to say I'm really enjoying your content. Thank you very much. I'm a mid-distance runner, 154 for 800 in South Texas. And for the most part, I have similar premises to the shoes you enjoy. Firstly, I love Texas. Whereabouts in South Texas are you? I absolutely love Texas. And I appreciate the kind words. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure everybody is subscribed. 22 million subscribers we need to get to, people. Forget your 100,000, right? That everyone's getting at the moment. Well, nice. But 22 million. I think it's achievable, but you all need to step up. Abraham, you need to go around South Texas, right? And I apologize, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Put posters up to say subscribe to 40 Runs YouTube channel. You need to do it. There's a lot of people in Texas. Okay, you need to get on there. Okay, let's keep going down. I've just seen the time. Mick will be proud. He's not on tonight. What's your best long run shoe apart from the Super Blast 2? Which is like, okay, Super Blast 2, by the way, colorway's coming. New drop coming. You've all been told, okay? What's the best long run shoe? Like I said, I really like the SC Trainer version 3. I think that's just extortionate what they want to charge for it. I think it's a real shame that it's £230 here in the UK because I think it's a great shoe for long runs. Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. Apart if I'm discounting the Super Blast 2. Yeah, that's a good shout. Rob signed up for Cooper. Yes, look, I know it's at the end of the show and some of you are not here, whatever. But if you go over to fordyruns.com/Cooper, you can get a free trial on Cooper, the app. So it's the #1 running app out there. It's the running app of the London Marathon, which I think tells you a lot. It's phenomenal. The feedback I've got from loads of people who signed up for it through the 40 Runs Running Club, they're loving it. I think it's brilliant. So go over to fordyruns.com/Cooper. If you're looking for a training app that's not going to cost you a lot, obviously you can use our one, but that's a coach one. It's going to cost you what you'd expect to pay for a coach. But if you can't afford that and you want to like a help with your running and you want an app, then get over to Cooper. But go to fordyruns.com/Cooper. Follow the really easy steps, and you can get your free trial and stuff like that. I think a lot of you are going to enjoy that. Yeah, there we go, Mark. Mick will be pleased. We've gone over 45 minutes because Mick couldn't be bothered to turn up. Charles is spreading the word in New York. Charles, I want everybody in New York to be subscribed to this YouTube channel. 22 million people. I've seen the new colorways of the Super Blast 2 and the purple are fire. Yep. And lastly, I've just completed my first 10K race last weekend. And I'm looking to move into half marathon. I better start a full training block for the half, or can I start a few weeks in? I would take your time. And they've been using Cooper. There we go. Yeah, I would start from the start of the plan. There's no point rushing these things. They're designed for a period of time for a reason. I won't go into that today, but they're designed for a reason. So make sure you do that. Okay, people. So there we go. That's the end of the show this evening. Again, apologies to every single person who missed the show tonight because I basically forgot to schedule it. But don't worry about that. Alf, make sure everybody on that flight is subscribed by the time you get off that flight. They shut the doors. There's nowhere they can go. Just go through, use the Wi-Fi, subscribe. Okay. But yes, so apologies for that. That's on me this week. I'll try and get it right for next week. We are live on Friday. I am at a race in London on Wednesday at Battersea. If you're there, come and say hi. I'm at the Big Half on Sunday, but we'll talk about that on Friday. So make sure you come and say hi. No, I'm not with New Balance. So make sure you come and say hi for that. And I think that's probably about it. Have a great week. Hopefully I'll see some of you this week. And I will definitely see you on Friday on the live stream.